Okay, let's get started building your personal portfolio. As you can see, I'm on the PebblePad homepage, and I'll click by going Get Creative and then Create a Portfolio. And this is the default page that you'll get each time that you create a portfolio. So let's start with the recommendation that you change this front page to a title page or overview, which just provides you with a reminder of what's included in this portfolio. So I will call it overview, but you can call it whatever you'd like. And then let's title it Personal Portfolio. And I think this is helpful because in PebblePad there isn't a header or footer to tell you anywhere what you have open. It's quite handy that this first page does just signal it. And you can get rid of this subheading by clicking on it and then the space bar. But if you want to type something else there, you're welcome to do that. So now I'm going to add content and text, and it gives me a text box. And I want to just copy and paste what was in the exemplar, just so I have that reminder of what's included in that personal portfolio. So as a reminder, the personal portfolio is all about reflecting on your experiences as you progress through the associate degree. So any thoughts, feelings, perspective, comments, reflections that you have, this is the place to do it. And so I'll show you the many options that you have when you build your portfolio. So that's our first page. I'm happy with that. You can change your image either with by replacing image and either one of their standard images, or you can upload your own. For right now, I think I'll just keep that there. Okay, the next thing then is to begin our first tab. So I'll go to add a page. Now you'll notice these are the options that you have, and I'll talk about what they mean. But we're just going to start with adding a page first. Now, we want to convert this to a portfolio, and the reason is that a page is a single scroll, and it will just continue on. And you can imagine after 2 years that's going to be too long and too unwieldy. So we want to convert it to a portfolio, which is like basically a folder. I'm created like a folder, and I'll call it my practice journal, which is our my practice journal. Yeah, sorry, journal, which is our recommendation. Confirm that. So now I've basically created a folder, and it's already kind of given me a first page. Now, this first page, our recommendation is that you do not begin typing. It's very tempting on this first page, on this white space. The reason being is that it's going to be embedded. If I start typing here, that's all fine. I can go ahead and add pictures and do whatever I want, but it is embedded, and I'll never be able to lift it from this portfolio because it's embedded. So a very important point to make about PebblePad is it is best if you build whatever you want outside of your portfolios and import them in. So I'm going to show you how to do that. I'm going to open another tab. You can keep this portfolio open, but I'm going to open another tab and go through the login process and create a page. Okay, so I'm going to get creative, create a page, which is your basic unit of our building block. It gives me a default banner. Let me replace that banner with something a little bit more interesting. And now uh, this first piece that I'm going to put in my personal portfolio is a reflection on week one. Reflection on week one. Just what I'm learning about myself as the unit gets underway, and I'll add content and just type something here. Thoughts, feelings. So let's imagine that's more extensive. So this is my first entry, and I'm going to save that, and I'm going to title it, be very exact with my title, Reflection on Week 1, and confirm that. So now it has saved in my asset store. If I go to my asset store, I can see that. So if I go to the burger menu, I go to my asset store, it's going to be at the top of my list. Yep, sure enough, there it is. Okay, so let me go back to that separate tab. Just leave it there. Go back to that tab. And I'm going to again, go to that drop down, and rather than add a new page, which I'm going to try and stay away from, I want to go add existing asset because I've built it, and it's going to, if you've just built it, it'll be at the top of the list, and you can click on that, and voila, it's imported that in, and I can continue to write on it. And if whatever I add to it, I can add pictures. It'll continue to build on this page and within the asset store. So they're talking. What this also means is that because I've built it outside of the portfolio, I can export it other places. So I can share it with somebody, a colleague, or peer. I can put it in a different portfolio. So that is why you want to go to add existing. You want to build outside and then add existing asset. So I've built a blog, which is a chronological journaling of my learning experiences. So let me go, and I'll go add existing asset. And you can find these things, one, by looking at the icons here. So that is the blog, and P's, that's obviously pages, PA, experiences. So I'm going to go to this blog, click it, and there it is. It's added my blog. So I'm going to, so now you can see, and I can delete now this first page. I'm going to get rid of that because that was the one I tried to write on the page. Confirm that's gone. So now you can see why we've changed this to a portfolio, because we can keep dropping down and adding our assets. Now, you might just be happy with keeping it this way, but let's just say that you decide that you want a whole tab dedicated to just one theme. For example, I get inspired by quotes and stories and pictures. So I'm going to dedicate this tab. Again, add a page. I'm going to convert to portfolio. I'm going to dedicate this to inspirations. Confirm that. And then now I can just focus on, whenever I come across something really inspirational, just building a page, again, adding existing asset and uploading it. So I happen to have one. And oh, it's not obvious here, so I might just type my name, and there it is. And I click on it, and then it's going to upload it. And maybe rather than inspirational quotes, because it's going to be full of it, maybe these ones are all about success and hard work. So again, I can keep building on it. Again, these tabs are just totally up to you. And so whatever you want to choose, whether you choose to use them at all. But that is something up to your discretion and creativity. I'll finish there for now, and I hope that helps with the development of your personal portfolio.